Hello and welcome again to the Friday Wrap for January 12th. Most items on the consent agenda were on the consent agenda this past Monday, including proclaiming January 21st, 27th as School Choice Week in the village. That was kind of neat. And also the request for 3 model home permits for the Lakeside Point development by McNaughton Development was discussed briefly and approved. And then we heard from Public Works Director David Pricing about the details of the 2018 road program. It's kind of funny, as Dave said, there are 2 seasons in Burr Ridge, winter and the road program. And the Public Works Department takes care of both. That was a kind of an aha moment. Also, I'd like to set the record straight here. Under the reports and communications from village officials, Trustee and Mayor Pro Tem Al Paveza defended the village about the numerous flyers that have come from citizens from Durkin and the Illinois Republican Party, alleging that the village has had 4 unbalanced budgets, raised property taxes 16%, and raised fees to funnel money for a Chicago bailout during my time as mayor. Paveza contacted the village administrator, finance director, and confirmed that these accusations were false and misleading, and the attorney said it was borderline slanderous. Trustee Zach Model told the board that residents are getting confused by these false allegations and outright lies, and he was disgusted by what he had seen in the mailbox from the Durkin campaign. Trustee Schiappa thanked Al Paveza for doing all the work and collecting the facts that prove all these allegations to be wrong, and called all Durkin's propaganda lies, and how disappointed he was in the Illinois Republican Party as well as the Durkin campaign. Then Trustee Anita Mittal added that we should not have to put up with these lies. Trustee Guy Francis said that most residents know they are false, but some are confused about the flyers. And Trustee Joe Snyder relayed a similar story about a Jim Durkin walker passing out materials that are also filled with lies, and how he talked to him and kind of challenged him. And really, the walker knew nothing about it. He was doing what he was told. As a result, Burr Ridge has threatened a lawsuit over the Durkin campaign flyers. All board members unanimously asked that a cease and desist letter written by the village attorney be sent to the Illinois Republican Party, Citizens for Durkin, and Representative Jim Durkin himself, with the threat of a lawsuit over the Durkin campaign flyers unless a retraction and public apology was made to the village. Now, for the record, I am his opponent for the state representative in the March primary, which is really at the root of all this, but I have no comment on this potential lawsuit because this issue is between the village versus Jim Durkin and the Illinois Republican Party, due to Durkin's lies about the village as he seeks re-election. You can be assured, though, that if it was my doing or choice, I would also have called for the resignation of the chairman of the state, DuPage County, and Downers Grove Township Republican organizations, which are Tim Schneider, Brian Krajewski, and Bob Rogan, respectively, for being what I would call accomplices in the distribution of this campaign material. It's very sad to see what some career politicians will do to get reelected, and that Durkin would bring Chicago-style politics to Burr Ridge, and what some career politicians will do to get reelected. They are putting their own self-interest over the needs of the residents, and the village board is acting responsibly to protect not just one resident, but 11,000. At the annual State of the Village Address on Wednesday, Village Administrator Doug Pollock and I delivered the State of the Village Address at the Willowbrook Burr Ridge Chamber of Commerce lunch. It was held at the at the Marriott Hotel in Burr Ridge. We covered all the new development, like the Crown Plaza, and soon to open Hampton Inn and Suites, also Spectrum Senior Living, as well as RIC, which is also going to be known as the Shirley Lab Ability Lab. They'll be renamed to that. It is, of course, run by the RIC downtown Chicago. We also covered all about our new uniformed village waste hauler, meaning one waste hauler for the entire village, public safety, and we assured everyone that Burr Ridge finances were among the highest or among the strongest in the state, as evidenced by our AA1 credit rating. Also, since Mayor Frank Trilla of Willowbrook was not available, the village administrator, Tim Halleck, over there delivered their address, which included some aerial footage filmed by a drone, which he kind of laughed about because drones are actually illegal in the village, but they put it on the website. And an update on Pete's Fresh Market, which is now held up due to some road work still needed by the county, still need to be done by the county and state highway departments. Up this coming week, I have actually a speech at the Burr Ridge Park District on Wednesday afternoon for the seniors. And I'd love to tell you how to sign up for it, but actually it's sold out. There's no more room for it, but I'll give you details next week. Thanks again for joining me for the Friday Wrap. I'm Mayor Mickey. Make it a great week. Stay warm, stay safe, and be sure to set those big goals for the year.